Welcome back, everyone, to the 2010 IHSAA Girls Basketball Tournament Pairing Show presented by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. This broadcast and the IHSAA Methodist Sports Medicine Championship Radio Network, copyrighted by the Indiana High School Athletic Association, and may not be rebroadcast or retransmitted without the express written consent of the Indiana High School Athletic Association. And tonight's broadcast being heard on 54 great radio stations around the state, like WQTY in Linton. Also great stations like WCMR in Elkhart. And we also want to welcome everyone listening to us on WRSW-FM and RSW-AM in Warsaw. We move now to the 4A sectional pairings. Sectional number 1 at Munster. On Tuesday night, Gary Westside will play Hammond Morton. Game number 1 on Wednesday night features East Chicago Central and Highland, followed by the Munster-Lowell matchup. Lake Central on Friday night will play the first game. Their opponent will be the Gary Westside Hammond Morton winner. Sectional number 2 at Valparaiso. Game 1 on Tuesday night features Chesterton against Valparaiso. Game 2, Portage will play LaPorte. On Wednesday night, first game of the evening, Michigan City will play number 6 Merrillville, followed by the Crown Point Hobart matchup. In sectional number 3 at South Bend Clay. Tuesday night, game 1, South Bend Riley will play South Bend Washington, followed by the South Bend Adams, South Bend Clay matchup. Friday night, game 1, Mishawaka will play the South Bend Riley, South Bend Washington winner. Number 9 Penn will be pitted against South Bend Adams and South Bend Clay's winner. Sectional number 4 at Concord. Tuesday night, game 1, Northridge will play number 10 Elkhart Memorial. Game number 2, Concord will play Elkhart Central. The first game on Friday night, Goshen will play the Northridge Elkhart Memorial winner, followed by Warsaw's matchup with the Concord Elkhart Central winner. Sectional number 5 at East Noble. Tuesday night's game, East Noble will play Carroll of Fort Wayne. The first game on Friday night features DeKalb and Fort Wayne Northrop. Second game of the evening, Fort Wayne Snyder will play the East Noble Carroll winner. Sectional number 6 at Jay County. Jay County will play Marion in game 1, followed by the Homestead Fort Wayne Northside matchup. Friday night, game 1, Fort Wayne Southside will play the Jay County Marion winner. And game number 2, Huntington North will take on the Homestead Fort Wayne Northside winner. Sectional number 7 at Harrison, West Lafayette. Tuesday night's game, McCutcheon will play Lafayette Jefferson. Game number 1 on Friday night at Sectional 7. Number 5, Logansport, will be matched up with number 6, Kokomo. Game 2, Harrison of West Lafayette will take on the McCutcheon Lafayette Jefferson winner. And in Sectional number 8 at Pendleton Heights, game number 1 on Tuesday, Anderson Highland will play Greenfield Central, followed by the Pendleton Heights Muncie Central matchup. On Wednesday night, Anderson will play Richmond, and Connorsville will take on Newcastle. Charlie, I know you want to talk about Sectional 7. Let's talk about Sectional 7. In the semifinals on Friday night, numbers 5 and number 6 play one another. Logansport taking on Kokomo. Certainly no one seeded in that matchup, and this will be a great one on Friday night in sectional number 7.
Well, those two teams early in the year played a wild 2-point game with Kokomo coming out on top at Logansport. Before we go any further, I think Jerry Hoover's had some health problems with Logansport, and he's having some work done today. And I think I speak for all of us when our best wishes go out to Jerry.
Absolutely.
But again, that's a great tournament. I mean, McCutcheon, what you have the North Central Conference champion in Kokomo and the Hoosier Crossroads champion in Lafayette Jeff.
Right.
And then the North Central Conference runner-up in Logansport. So that's a tournament that's really going to be fun to follow.
Well, let's go back then to Sectional 1. 3 teams with winning records at Munster, Lake Central, Munster, and Gary West, all with double-digit wins. Anytime you win double-digit wins, you got a good basketball team.
Well, and that area is always tough. That Lake Central, Gary West, Highland, East Chicago all have great girls basketball traditions. And that's always one of the more physical sectionals in the state. So the winner of that just almost needs to take an extra day off for the regional sometimes.
Sectional number 2 at Valparaiso. It's an 8-team sectional. 6 of the 8 teams have winning records. 6 of the 8 teams have double-digit wins. Maryville ranked number 6. This is a brutal sectional.
Well, this is kind of wild. They play in the same conference up there, these teams, and they play home and home.
Right.
So there's 43 games with common sectional opponents in this, and Maryville's 12-0. But having to beat a good team 3 times, which Maryville's going to have to do, when you've played all these teams so often, and you have to beat them a 3rd time. So even though Maryville's undefeated in the sectional, I think beating a 3rd team is going to be tough.
At South Bend Clay, 4 of the 6 there have winning records, pin number 9. And again, it's this familiar theme, double-digit wins. Those 4 teams all have double-digit wins.
And Penn's an interesting team. They graduated Lily Savetti, who went to Florida, and then Kelsey Reynolds, who went to Boston College. But they took their 20-0 JV team and some role players and have crafted a really good season. And then Clay, Mishawaka, they're very capable too.
At Concord, Elkhart Memorial ranked number 10 with 19 wins, but there's Northridge and Warsaw with 13 wins, kind of lurking, if you will.
Well, and Elkhart Memorial really has a talent. Jada Buggs, who's going to Wisconsin to play in the Big Ten. Akia Taylor's a junior. And again, Northridge, though, a couple weeks ago beat them, so that's another interesting tournament.
No clear-cut favorite at East Noble with Snyder, DeKalb, and Carroll all with double-digit wins. The same thing at Jay County. You have 4 teams, Homestead, Marion, Jay County, and Fort Wayne South with double-digit wins.
And what's interesting there, those are teams with contrasting styles. Homestead executes really well in the half court. Marion's very athletic with a lot of talented Katrina Blackman. Jay County has a Basil Malby ex-assistant, so you're going to get the 2-3 zone from Jay County. South has some recent tournament success, and Huntington with 4 wins. They're a good team.
And to wrap it up at Pendleton Heights, another one of those 4 teams, double-digit wins with Newcastle, Greenfield Central, Connersville, and Pendleton Heights, all winning 13, 14, and 15 games.
And Newcastle's undefeated against those sectional opponents, but 3 of those wins were against the contenders were very, very early in the year, and they were very close games.